What's going on?
Found her?
No.
I have been trying to call her. I've been trying to reach her. I don't know where she's at. She just left me.
March 3rd, 2022. Moses Lake, Washington. Mother of four, Yanira Cedillos, goes out with friends to celebrate her 30th birthday. The next morning, she doesn't show up for work.
No signs of any foul play or anything like that, but she's not there.
She's gone without a trace. No clues, except for her own erratic behavior in the days and weeks prior.
I don't know. There was somebody that was kept calling her.
She said where they came from, those bruises.
She lies to me sometimes because she knows I don't like him.
One thing I do kind of find weird, he deletes all his messages.
And it's that deleted phone data that will blow this case wide open, revealing a truth almost too disturbing to be shown. Here on the Decoder, this is the chilling story of the disappearance of Yanira Cedillos.
Mac Dispatch, can I help you?
Hi, yes. I needed to report a missing person.
On the morning of March 4th, Yanira's sister calls the police. Yanira hasn't shown up for work, which isn't like her at all.
So they were very concerned the fact that she didn't show up. So my mom drove over to her apartment right now. Her car's out there. She's been banging on the door, but there's no answer.
So are you wanting like a welfare check done to your sister's house? Have an officer go over there?
Yes, please.
Yanira was born in California, but she'd since moved with her family to Moses Lake, Washington. Named after the lake it sits next to, it's a creative, friendly town, perfect for raising a family. And that's what Yanira was doing. A single mother to 3 young children, 2 daughters and a son, she worked hard at a community health center to provide for them. They lived with her mom so she could work without worrying about childcare, but she saw them every weekend. And she was full of hopes for her life too. In her Instagram bio, she wrote, "Aspire to inspire before we expire." She'd never miss a day of work without explanation, and she'd never disappear without letting her family know where she was. On March 3rd, her Facebook feed was flooded with birthday messages from all her friends and family, all the people who loved her and wanted to celebrate with her. Some of them arrived a day late on March 4th. Those ones she'd never get to read. The cops head to her apartment to conduct a welfare check. When they get there, the apartment manager says she heard yelling from inside.
What do you got? What do you got?
You can hear yelling from downstairs.
Police department! We know you're in there. Open the door. Police department, come to the door. Do it now.
Did you hear yelling? No, I heard it when I was exiting my car.
So that man heard yelling. Is that correct?
I heard yelling. I don't know who the manager is or where she is,
Okay.
but you got an in progress TV while we're here.
What you're telling me is your sister
How does she know?
typically comes to work, has not came to work.
No.
We don't know if there's yelling coming from here, but you're concerned about it.
Yes.
Well, we don't know if anyone's in there.
Right.
We have family here, saying our car's here. Can you guys try calling her? Just give her.
Her phone is off. I've been calling her, but her phone is off.
And when's the last time you talked to her?
Last night, she
What?
was by my house. Say bye to her kids.
Was there any issues last night, or she say of any issues?
She said, I gotta go because I gotta go to work tomorrow morning. I love you, baby. And she left.
Because of the concern for Yanira's welfare, the cops use a key provided by the building manager to enter the apartment. But it's empty. There's no sign of Yanira or anyone else.
And this is her car?
No, that's mine. Hers is the white one.
Okay.
Honda.
Yeah, we can get her information, put an ATL out. Yeah, she's not there. We secured her room.
He probably took her then.
Because she came back. She left her vehicle.
Knowing Yanira as they do, as someone trustworthy and reliable, her mom and sister fear the worst. They think she might have been kidnapped.
What are you thinking?
What was boyfriend's name again?
Johnny.
Johnny.
Just get an ATL out for her and maybe try to look him up, get a hold of her.
Yeah, I think we arrested him last time we were here for assault.
Yanira has been in an on-again, off-again relationship with a man named Johnny Trujillo, also known as Juan Gastelum, for years. He's 28 and he's had run-in with the cops in the past.
That's weird. Your sister's. Yeah.
She's reported it a lot of times because when she ended the relationship, he got very violent. So she went through Debbie to put the protection order and stuff. And he's just been coming around, calling her and nonstop.
Johnny could have nothing to do with Yanira's disappearance, or he could have everything to do with it. This leaves the cops with two priorities: finding him and retracing Yanira's steps. Yanira's sister tells them she spent the evening out with friends at Papa's Casino, celebrating her birthday. So the officers track one of those friends down, a woman named Anna.
It's kind of weird because she never missed work or and
She at least texts me.
She'll be sober by now.
She texts me. She tells me, "Hey, I'm gonna leave" or something.
How drunk was she last night when she left?
Not much, to be honest.
Just a little tipsy, maybe?
Yeah, just tipsy. She left me at Papa's at the bar.
What?
It's just nothing. But she left. She said she was going to the bathroom. I think she's with her ex-boyfriend.
What's her name? Is that Juan?
Yes,
Johnny or Juan?
Well, his legal name is Juan, I think, but he goes by Johnny. So I'm 100% sure he lives in Henderson. She came with me.
Where does he usually stay at?
I'm not sure who.
Do you know if she has her phone?
She did have her phone, yeah, because she was talking to him on the phone when she left. And she was like, "Hey, I'll be back in the middle of the restroom." And so I sat there. I wasn't going to leave without her, and she never came back.
Can you try calling her real quick and see if it goes to voicemail or if it's on?
Yeah, it has it on.
I don't have anything on him. I actually had his face quite blocked in because.
Can you show me a picture of him? I want to make sure I got it.
I'm almost 1,000% sure that she was with him because he was calling her over and over again last night.
What time were you guys at Papa's last night?
We got there around 9:30.
She says she last saw Yanira at around 11:30.
And I talked to him on the phone too, and I told him to stop calling her because she...
On her phone or yours?
On hers. Because he just kept blowing up her phone, and I told her not to leave with him. She's going to go with him. And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to use the restroom." And, I believe her. But I don't like him.
Why don't you like him?
Because he's done a whole bunch of stuff to her.
Could you elaborate? So I understand there's domestic. I just want to hear from you.
She's called the cops multiple times.
Okay.
I told her she changed her number just barely a week ago, and to avoid him. And she said that he found her number. I don't know how.
Why would she be trying to avoid him? Have you seen her or seen him hit her before?
I haven't been there. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's when times that she's shown up to my house. She used to live up here, just over at his apartment.
What kind of stuff would she tell you that he does?
He would push her. He would hold her really strong. He would.
Has he ever threatened her before with words? Like that he's going to do something to her?
Not that I've heard of, but that she said, I think so.
Okay.
But I haven't heard.
Do you know of any? Has he ever choked her or tried to strangle her or anything like that?
Not that I've seen, and not that she's told me either.
He did it to my grandson, her oldest son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was physically my grandson. Yeah, he was telling me a night before last night that he hit him with the glass on his head. She had a big bruise on her shoulder. That was
a few months ago.
So you've seen her with more people?
Yeah. She came to my house.
He even broke her room door.
Yeah, she broke her.
Did she say where they came from, those bruises?
Yeah, she came here. She was trying to, if I remember correctly, she was trying to get some stuff from him. And she went to his house to get the stuff, and some fight happened, and he broke her phone. He shattered it, and so she was bleeding from her fingers.
Do you know if he was in town last night? Did she tell you that?
Oh, I know he was in town.
Okay, he was in town.
Because I talked to him. When I talked to him, he told me, because I was like, "Hey, stop calling her. She's with me. It's her birthday. We're just trying to celebrate. Don't come." Because he was in Arizona originally, and he's like, "Oh, I thought to take you to come back, and I wanted to surprise you." I'm like, "Why are you going to surprise me?"
So he was trying to see her.
What Anna doesn't know is if he succeeded.
How many people were you out with?
A group, yeah.
And I'd reach out to them and see if they remember anything that's suspicious.
As the officers try to track down the rest of Yanira's friends, They also talked to an employee at the casino who remembers seeing Yanira and Anna that night.
One of them is helping the other walk.
Okay.
And I can't remember which. And then when the one couldn't walk, the other one stopped and was like, "I'll give you a piggyback ride." That's what really caught my attention.
Uh-huh.
Because I thought that was cute.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yes. And then they were headed towards the parking lot. One of them was telling the other one that they absolutely could not drive.
Right.
And the other one was, you can tell she wasn't happy about that.
This contradicts what Anna herself told the cops. She went outside with Yanira and they had some kind of argument, but the casino employee didn't see anything further. So the officers go back to Anna searching for answers. She's been pointing fingers at Johnny, maybe deliberately. Maybe she knows more than she's saying.
How do you know Yanira?
So I actually worked with her at Moses Lake Community Health Center.
Okay.
And that's how her and I became friends.
Do you know, I guess, what can you tell me about Yanira? Tell me about her character, tell me about her life at home, tell me about who is she as a person?
Ever since I met her, actually, she's been, I guess, a loud personality, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she talks to everyone. She's not shy about speaking up. She loves her kids. She's funny. She always likes to be the person to talk to everyone. She knows everyone, pretty much. And I would always kind of just stick back, you know, just kind of watch her. I guess I was kind of that more overprotective friend.
Anna says Yanira recently moved apartments to be further away from Johnny.
I don't know how he found out where she lived. That part I couldn't tell you. I definitely never talked to this guy, really. I think I only hung out with him once.
How do you know that he found out where she lived?
She told me that he showed up to her house, or that he was following her. She said that he saw his car kind of parked out on the street by the sidewalk.
Okay.
Or what she thought was his car.
And did they live together when she lived at 300?
At one point,
Nice.
yes.
Okay. How long did they live together?
Well, when I first met her, I think she was already living with him, so 4 or 5 months, I think.
Okay.
4 or 5 months they lived together.
He moved out in December, back to live with his family in Hermiston, 100 miles south over the state line.
They said, I think it was like a couple weeks ago she changed her number.
Any particular reason why?
Because Johnny kept calling her and texting her. That's what she told me.
From living together in a loving relationship to doing everything she could to avoid him. Like they say, you can never truly understand a relationship from the outside. But to Anna, it looked bad. And then it was Yanira's 30th birthday.
So March 3rd, I was talking to her throughout the day. She was telling me that, you know, her whole body hurt and, you know, she felt kind of like icky. And so I kept asking her, are you sure you want to go out? You know, are you sure you still want to go? We can move it to the weekend, or we can move it to a different day. It doesn't have to be on your birthday. And she was like, no, I still want to go.
Anna picked her up at around 6 p.m. and they went out for dinner.
And then after that, Martin was speaking with his friend Javier. And they suggested, oh, you know, do you guys want to go to Papa's, or do you guys want to meet us there? And so I asked her, like, you know, you want to go, or do you just want to go home? And she said, no, let's go. I'm down to go. And I was like, okay, me too, I'll go, you know, for a little bit. But on the way from the drive to Moses Lake to Ephrata, she was on the phone with Johnny.
Oh, really?
And
how do you know that?
Because she lies to me sometimes because she knows I don't like him. So she hides sometimes when she talks to him. And then I was like, let me see the phone. And so she gave me the phone and I was like, hello? And he was like, hey, what's going on? And I was like, why are you calling her right now? Like, why are you bothering her? She's with me. Like, what do you think we're gonna do? He was like, I'm already on my way. And again, I was just like, why? Like, and he was just getting more irritated the more I told him
How do you know
not to come.
irritated?
Because he was getting loud with me. And so I started to get loud with him, kind of over, trying to talk over him. He was like, "Oh, are you serious? I paid a lot of money for these tickets." And he just kept repeating that, he paid a lot of money, that he was already on his way.
Having hung up on Johnny, Anna and Yanira tried to enjoy their night out.
And then what happened?
And then I remember walking out with her, and someone else was helping me as well. I had some 4-inch, 5-inch heels on that night, some boots. And at that point, my feet were already kind of giving out. And I had a couple of drinks as well. And I just remember walking out into the parking lot. But then after that, I don't really recall much after that. Martin told me that me and her had an argument, but I don't remember what it was about.
Okay. And I guess, let me start off by saying, if something happened, I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I just wanted to know what happened.
Right, of course.
It's my understanding you were a little bit intoxicated and wanted to do something after that.
Yeah, they told me that I wanted to drive my car. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I didn't remember that part. I was like I said, I don't remember me trying to drive my car or what the argument, or even having an argument with her.
CCTV from the casino corroborates this. Yanira, in her gray sweatpants, can be seen holding Anna up.
I remember crying. I was like, Yanira, Yanira, and I was crying, and then it went blank. And it went blank because I had fallen with my heels, and I was intoxicated, and I guess I kind of knocked myself out a little bit.
That explains the Band-Aid on her forehead.
You can remember, do you remember what time you guys left the bar?
I'm going to say it was around 11:45.
What makes you believe that?
I have a call that I try to call her at 11:45 on my phone.
Okay. So it was Martin and Alex that took you home, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What happened to Javier, you know?
I don't. I think he said he tried to drive past where I last saw her, and I told him to follow her. Mm-hmm. And then he said he didn't see her anymore.
The next morning, the Friday morning, Anna woke up to the news that Yanira was missing. Anna sent her multiple texts and Snapchats asking where she was.
And then I went back on, I think it was on Saturday morning or Friday night. I tried to check back on my Snapchat, and she had blocked me.
Yanira, or someone using Yanira's phone. That same Friday, Anna received messages from an anonymous account asking about Yanira's disappearance.
And I told them, we don't have a much update right now, but, I'm not sure what's going on. Mm-hmm. And then that's when he said, "This is Johnny." And I'm like, Johnny? But it didn't even cross my mind. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Johnny? I was like, what do you mean, Johnny? Like, who is this? And he had said, Johnny, Yanira's ex. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and then that's when I told him, you need to call the cops right now and tell them anything you know. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, wait, I thought you were in Arizona. That's what I told him. And he's like, no, I was never in Arizona. And I told him, I just talked to you on Thursday night. You told me that you bought a flight back. Mm-hmm. I was like, so then from where? And he said, no, I've been at my house in Hermiston the whole time. I've been in Oregon the whole time. That's what he told me.
So had Johnny been lying on Thursday night, or was he lying now?
Because you know Yanira better than most, what do you think is likely to have happened?
I think at first.
I get it. It's not easy to talk about, right? I understand. But it's important.
And I'm thinking about it, but I just never
spoke
about it because I think at first she might have gone with him willingly at first.
And who's him?
With Johnny. But I think later she wanted to leave. I think that she
wanted to leave, but I don't think he's letting her go.
With Anna's help, the officers tracked down Javier, who was also there that night. He's the one who went looking for Yanira when she ran off.
And so then you go to Walmart, or you start checking the area, and you call her. And she answers?
She answered.
Do you remember what time you called her?
I don't know.
It's okay.
It's hard because in the Snapchat se borra todo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
No, it's okay. Roughly, what time do you think it was?
I would say like 11:50.
Only it wasn't Yanira who answered. It was a man's voice.
He was like, how many is that? I told you not to be talking to someone like that, like, oh, rude.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, whatever. So he hung up. So I think he took the phone. And then she calls me back like a minute. Yeah, like a minute. And then she's like, oh, I'm fine. Someone already picked me up. And then the guy's like, what the are you still talking to him? And then le cuelgo otra vez.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you hear anybody else in the background?
Just her and the guy.
Her and the guy?
Yeah.
And what did the guy sound like? I guess.
Like, it sounded like super angry.
Super angry?
Yeah.
Javier doesn't know Johnny or what he sounds like, but that's who he assumes it was.
But then again, I'm like, well, she's with the ex, so they're probably talking it out, and you know how that goes. Like,
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. People change a little bit. Yeah.
The second time the call disconnected, he couldn't reach her again. And that was the last anyone ever heard from her. Then, officials dial a phone number registered to Yanira. Someone picks up, but it's not Yanira. It's a male voice. The officer pretends to have dialed the wrong number, so as not to arouse the man's suspicion. And when they request an emergency ping, the phone's location appears to be in Hermiston, where Johnny's family lives. The Moses Lake Police Department contacts the local police there, and they show his photo around the trailer park looking for him.
Hold on, I'm going to talk to some people in the trailer park.
Okay.
Do you know him? No?
Probably my daughter, but she's working right now.
Okay. He's supposed to live here somewhere in the trailer park.
So
my son.
it looks like we just got a new ping at a different address.
Okay, hold on.
I think my son know him. Let me call my son. He lives here in the toilet.
Does he?
Yeah, he know all the people around here.
That night, they finally find him.
Hey, Juan. Corporal Hermiston Police Department, just show our contact's being recorded. Can you take your hands out of your pockets for me just for a second? So, I'm here because Spokane Police Department. Okay, they called me. They said that they're looking for, how do you say her name, Ernie? Yanira, okay. So, do you have any idea where she's at?
Not at all, man. That's what I was trying to call to figure out. I just barely found out that she's missing.
Okay. So, you weren't up there at all?
I went up there, but the thing is, she was crying because she got in a fight with her friend, Anna or whatever, and she was hysterical, saying that she wanted to drive, and her friend was saying no because they're all up.
Okay.
And she was crying, she was hysterical, and I was trying to like get her to go home. She didn't want to. She said she wanted to go see Anna because she said that nobody was there for her. She's all by herself, and that how could she do that? She was just hysterical crying. So I tried to get her to go home. She didn't want to, and then she said that she was going back to Papa's where they were drinking and stuff. And then some guy was calling her during that on Snapchat, and then she said that she was just gonna go back over there.
Javier says Yanira went off with Johnny. Johnny says she went back to Javier and her friends. But who's telling the truth?
And then that's why when I just found out, I was just trying to call her, like, he was like, and I've been trying to contact her all morning, messages, calling, and nothing was, I thought she had me blocked, so I was like, all right, because she told me to leave her alone, and she didn't want nothing to do with me, because she said, I'm like, we're done, and all that stuff. And
So if people are saying that she left with you,
she didn't live with me,
and that you went and got her, that's not true?
No, I'm saying, like, I wanted to go look for her, but she didn't go home with me.
She'd be willing to let us walk through, make sure she's not in the house?
Yeah, she's not in there.
I'm just asking if you'd let us look.
Yeah.
Right now, we got just a missing person investigation. We're just trying to double check.
The officers search the house, but they don't find any sign of Yanira.
Do you have any idea where she's been at?
No, I don't know, dude. Back over here, she's psycho, dude. Yeah, and I mean, obviously they're both crazy. She even messaged me one time like, I'm with the new guy, so Johnny, I'm forgetting about him and shit. Like, sent videos of her with some new guy and shit.
Outside with another officer, Johnny's story changes slightly.
Did she go with you anywhere?
Well, I took her back to her house, but she didn't want to go back to her house. And then she ended up saying that she was going to get her, because she had her keys, and she said she was going to drive to Papa. I said, just go inside. Okay. When she was going to go inside, that's the last time I saw her. And
would you be willing to open the trunk for me?
Yep.
I appreciate it, man. We're just, we're getting weird reports,
Dude, I'm worried because that's my ex, and I still care about, I still love her, dude. And
right.
Johnny tells the officers that he's using Yanira's old phone number, which is why the pings led them to him. And it's a good thing they did. It's been 2 days since Yanira was last seen, and concerns for her well-being is mounting. What the officers don't yet realize is how relevant Johnny's phone and what might be hidden on it really is. They talk to Johnny's brother-in-law, trying to understand his state of mind.
Anything unusual with him these past few days or anything like that? Does he seem, aside from obviously hearing about Yanira's disappearance?
No, well, I mean, he's pretty regular. I mean, he usually, goes out to the bar all the time and hangs out right here, but here in town and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, no, I don't see anything different about him or anything.
In the meantime, if you guys hear, see, or I mean, especially Johnny, if he's starting to act odd, only because he seems pretty concerned about her. You can always call us for help. You guys can always call with any questions, comments, or concerns, anything that might come up. One thing I do kind of find weird, and I don't know if you know anything about it, he deletes all his messages, or so he says.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, because, I mean, he a lot of bitches, bro. He gets like, a lot. Like, I mean, he's like... Yeah. Like I said, since he's broken up with her, he's been on. I mean, he hooks up with a bunch of chicks. So I mean, he's just trying to probably cover his ass, if anything. If that makes a girl,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, yeah, that's how he's always been, kind of,
The next day, Johnny comes in for an interview.
Right into here. Appreciate you making time for us again, man. I appreciate you coming down here.
He signs permission for them to search his phone and take his DNA.
So in relation to computer systems that are media storage devices to be searched, I would just write in the owner.
Then they ask about Yanira.
When did you let her know that you were probably coming to Moses to try to see her for her birthday?
Late. It's because she thought I was out of town, because I was telling her that I was out of town, but I was just trying to get her jealous by making it seem like I was on vacation and stuff.
He was never in Arizona. It was a lie. He drove straight over from Hermiston and picked Yanira up, upset from her fight with Anna. He took her back to her apartment.
And then we went back to her house. She opened up the door and everything like that. We were walking over there. We were hugging while we were walking over there, holding hands and stuff like that. And then she kept telling me, I can't believe you came to see me, stuff like she was pretty happy. And we went to her apartment and she started crying again. We were kissing and then we went to go lay down. And I'm not gonna lie, we did have sex.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. That was one of my questions.
We did have sex because she got we got to the point where she was crying. She was talking about how she missed me.
Go from there. What happened after that?
That's when we were laying down and then we were talking about our relationship, everything we've been through. But she was still pretty drunk, so she was talking about that she wants to go get her card. She kept talking about her debit card because she left that pop up. So I was like, well, let's go get it then, But then she goes, I don't know where she switched up. She goes, no, I'm gonna go get it. She goes, I don't need you to come with me. And I was like, why? And then she started being cool with me. She was like, told me, no, because you don't care about me. I could be pregnant. And she goes, what would you do if I was pregnant? And I was like, well then, what would you want to do? I was like, and she goes, I don't want it if you'd be in my life. I always feel like she wouldn't just tell me, oh, it's her baby and it's somebody else's. Like, I don't think she was that cold like that. She was a good person.
The detectives take note. Yanira's body hasn't been found, so she could still be alive, though the possibility is getting fainter by the day. So why is Johnny using the past tense? He says he left her apartment shortly after that.
And I remember I was driving around. I drove around, back and forth the apartment complex to make sure that she was not leave, because I was worried about that because she was super drunk.
The sun was coming up by the time he drove home.
It's a long time compared to what you told us yesterday.
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't want to admit the whole sex thing. I was going to tell you guys today, but...
The next morning, he tried to text Yanira, but she didn't answer. Then he got the news that she was missing.
Okay. You didn't go anywhere though the next day?
Last night, yeah. Just last night.
Just last night, where'd you go to?
The bar.
Okay.
With friends, they invited me. I wasn't really up for it, but that's when I was talking to you guys on the phone, I think, because I was getting changed from those times when I did hit her. The times when we'd fight, yell at each other, put each other down. The way I had her in the summer, I guess in the summer she said that she was afraid of me. Not afraid of me like in a physical way, just afraid of me that I'll call wherever she was at, and she'll be out, and she'll be afraid that I'll catch her being out or something like that. The abusiveness, it was like mostly me. Like, I have scratch marks on here that she scarred me from when we fought. And the time when I hit her, I pushed her off me. I never punched her or anything like that. I would just push her off me where she would fall and hit something. Obviously, you know, I am a jealous guy, but pretty much any guy is too, you know. Yeah. If you're talking to me, and then you're talking to other guys, like, obviously that's gonna, like, you know, that's gonna hurt.
It's gonna strike a nerve with me.
Was that what happened that fateful night? Did jealousy strike a nerve?
So I know we've been talking a lot about what happened that night and what occurred. What do you think happened to Yanira?
Well, I know this is a far stretch. I haven't talked to my sister about this, but I doubt it. But at first it came to my mind about her baby daddy.
Apparently, the father of Yanira's children had threatened her in the past, but he doesn't drive, making him an unlikely suspect.
But I always delete my messages and call logs and stuff like that, so that's why I don't care if you guys go through the phone. Yeah. But it's not just because of her. I just have that habit of, because I always tell her I have that bad habit of when I cheat on girls, or when I used to cheat on girls and stuff, I just have that bad habit of deleting everything.
Do you think Yanira's dead?
I hope not.
When we get to her phone time frame, are we gonna see anything that's gonna surprise us?
No.
Johnny, with his habit of deleting everything, thinks he's safe, but he's wrong. The next day, the detective going through Johnny's phone discovers something. Photos of Johnny and Yanira having sex. They were taken throughout the night of March 3rd, starting just after midnight and going on until 3:47 a.m. But on closer inspection, there's something wrong with these photos. Yanira isn't responsive, and as the timestamps get later, her lips begin to go blue and lividity sets in. By then, she was already dead, and these photos are evidence of a horrible crime. Using his phone location data, the detectives tracked Johnny's movements on the morning of March 4th. He claims he went straight back to Hermiston at around 5 a.m., but that's a lie. He was still in Moses Lake at 7:30 a.m. when he stopped at a Chevron gas station. The Chevron CCTV shows him pulling into a pump and collecting up some things in his car. He puts them in a bag and throws them in the trash. When the detectives go looking, they find this bag. It contains mail with his name and an old address on it, and 2 knives, a kitchen knife and a hunting knife. In Yanira's apartment, they found a knife sheath in the dishwasher, and it was a match to the kitchen knife Juan threw away. They show these knives to cadaver dogs, and the dogs respond. They're trained only to respond to the presence of human blood. After all Johnny's lies, the evidence can't be denied, and it's enough for an arrest warrant. On March 9th, the Hermiston Police Department arrests Johnny on a different charge.
So I need to take you into custody for suspended driving. You're gonna go to my office, we fill out a ticket, and it's not that big of a deal, okay? I need you to go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Palms together.
So we're trying to make sure that nobody knows that we're even in town yet.
Okay, so they all think that he's being arrested for suspended misdemeanor.
The detectives from Moses Lake drive over as fast as they can.
Do I need a lawyer or anything present by any chance?
Explain that here in a second.
Let me explain. So yeah, they arrested you on a traffic warrant. They called us that they had you down here. So we wanted to come down and ask them some more questions.
Just because maybe I would want a lawyer.
Huh?
Maybe I would want a lawyer.
You want a lawyer?
Maybe, yeah.
They end the interview there, and they book him on charges of both murder and rape in the 2nd degree. But while he sits in jail, the detective's job isn't done. Yanira's body is still missing. They cross-reference geodata, watch hours of CCTV, and even test soil samples found in Johnny's vehicle. Anything to get a clue as to where he might have buried her. Eventually, on April 12th, there's a breakthrough.
Oh, that's a body.
That's a body?
That's a
body.
Stop.
Just, back up.
Okay.
One more line out there. I mean, if you want to confirm, but that looks like.
Yeah, that looks like a dead body to me.
Oh yeah, but
it's pretty decomposed.
I'll just open it. Throw dogs in and all sorts of shit.
Pull it out, Kyle.
No, that's human. Look at the leg.
That's a leg. That's a female.
That's her fingernails.
That's her fingernails. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Hey, body camera's on.
Is it on?
Yeah, body camera's on. Oh God, that's stinchy.
Thanks to cell data, they find Yanira. Her body was wrapped in a sleeping bag and hidden in the wetlands around the Walla Walla River, an hour-and-a-half drive south of Moses Lake, and right on the way back to Hermiston. The next day, her family come to identify her body. The sleeping bag she was wrapped in belonged to her son. Initially, Johnny pleads not guilty, and his case is delayed, and then delayed again, frustrating Yanira's family, who only want justice to be done.
What do you miss most about your sister?
I think just like all the small stuff. She would always come to me for a lot of advice. Her silly messages, her silly laugh. She was so happy, full of life, full of energy. And I'm always asking God, why? Why did this guy did this to my daughter?
It's 4 years to the day after Yanira's death and her 30th birthday that Johnny finally pleads guilty to her killing, a count of second-degree murder with sexual motivation, on March 3, 2026. On April 28th, he's sentenced to an indeterminate life sentence with a minimum range of 123 to 220 months in prison. For the sexual component, he's sentenced to another 24 months. That's a minimum of 12 years in prison, and it could be much longer for a senseless killing motivated by possession and jealous rage. But nothing will bring Yanira back. Her 3 young children are now being raised by their grandmother, who misses her daughter every single day. What do you think about this chilling story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, keep up with our channel, and we'll see you very soon on the Decoder.